Oh, yeah, I'm a detour. He said the League of Legends has nothing wrong with it. Oh, yeah, I love that point. That's one of my favorite takes ever. I love that point. And I believe that my specific point was that I get really annoyed when someone's like, you know what the problem with League of Legends new player experience is? And I want to be like, nothing, it's the most played game in the world. Stop taking literally the most successful game probably in the history of games and go, you know what's bad about the new player experience? Fucking literally nothing. It's the most played game of all time. Now, if you came to me and said, I have a way I think I can improve some of the rough patches and issues with the new player experience and bring more players in, I'm all ears. I love tutorialization, education, elevating someone to the status of gamer. I think that's great. But it's whenever someone's just like, you know, it just has a real new player experience problem. No, it fucking doesn't. You know what I mean? Legion's back says, I think it's so successful despite its new player experience, not because of it. So here is the thing. Here is why I'm going to make the argument that League of Legends has an absolute hot plasma new player experience. Why the new player experience in League is so good. Oh shit, turn, fucking turn. Hit him, roll! Good screams, good screams. All right, here it comes, here's the take. I will state that when a new player sits down at a game, there is the what, right? There's the what. And you've heard me talk about this a lot. What are the mechanics? How does this work? What should I be doing? Where am I going? What the fuck is happening? Right? Now, some of you think that Sean's gonna talk about mental models. Ha! Get the fuck out of here. We're not talking about that shit yet. There's the what of the game, the mechanics. How does this function? What am I supposed to be doing? What's good? What's bad? This sort of thing. And then there's basic, fun. Do I have little goals? Can I come up with goals all the time, all by myself? And League of Legends is stellar at the second one. First of all, go to your lane and last hit things. Now, ignoring whether you understand if that's weird or not, try to last hit, oh, I missed. Try to last hit, oh, I did it. Try to last hit, oh, I did it. Try to last hit, oh, I missed. You start immediately getting fun feedback. A lot of skill shot abilities. You start shooting them out, start doing stuff. Ooh, I hit, I missed, I missed, I hit, I hit, I missed, I hit, I missed. Guess what? You are looking at one screen. This is it. You can fucking ignore the rest of the stuff that's happening in the game. Believe it or not, if you just sit there for a long... Oh... If you sit there for a long time, you will grow in power and size. Your capabilities will get better. I remember I went on a brand new player experience watch of new League of Legends players. Like, literally their very first game, I was watching this shit. They did everything wrong from a strategic standpoint, but from an emotional... Did I do something that made me better? I watched a guy buy whatever item he wanted. And just stuff happened. Here's an item that increases your damage. And he bought it and he used it and was like, oh shit, my damage. I watched a guy buy like 50 potions and he just kept pounding potions and it was healing him, right? And the game is being like, level something up. He's like, I don't know this. And then all of a sudden he's just like leveling some shit up and he's like, that is fucking awesome. All of it was wrong. And he'd look at the item menu and go, I don't know what the fuck any of this shit is. And he just buy stuff. Like, there's all this stuff that these games do so fucking right that's easy to overlook because, again... Oh my god! Oh, fucking hell. You can't roll in the water, and I forgot about that. And so, I mean, I think a lot about this, where I'm like, yeah, no, I mean, it should be challenging. No, block. It should be challenging to get good at a deep game. Straight up. And there's some games that have a lot of mechanics, and it can be hard to learn all of those mechanics. But this is different from teaching the player, something I've been talking about in Elden Ring, the mental model of the game. How are you supposed to think about the game? This is different from introducing the player to what's fun really, really quickly. Fuck you. Ooh, that feels good. I was sick. Illuminator says, getting double teamed by some tentacles, I've seen that before. We always appreciate those kinds of jokes here. I think tentacles are hilarious. I'm gonna go around the other way. I really want this chest. Oh, I'm hitting B. Oh my god. It has Dark Souls controls. I didn't even check to see if this was the case. I just used R3 to lock on. Well, that's good. I'm gonna do that shit from here on out. So, yeah, this is my argument for why I'm always like, dude, no, League of Legends doesn't have anything wrong with the new player experience. Are you kidding me? It's an exaggeration of what I think is an important point, which is that due to the way that that game works, players are able to have fun quickly in that game. Fuck. In a way that is provable, because it is the most played game in the history of humanity, as far as I understand. A video game, that is. What about chess? I don't know shit about chess. There's another one here. Dude, my controller shakes and it feels great. What? What? Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god. I'm over here now. So yeah, I think that it is hyperbolic to be like, there's no problem. I think, again, if someone said to me, I think I can improve the new player experience, I'd be like, yeah, sure. Well, that was fucking not worth it. Someone's like, I can improve it. I'd be like, yeah, of course. There we go. There's lots of ways that you could identify players who, if they had a slightly different learning experience, would be like, oh, this game's awesome, keep playing it. Totally agree with that. Totally agree with those statements. But it really grinds my gears when someone's like, it just has the worst new player experience. It doesn't. It's the most played game in the world. It has to have a lot that it's doing right to get there. Magical Trevor, happy 121 months. Lurin says, my issue with LOLs, when I was learning to play, I kept dying a lot. I got reported for feeding and banned for 30 days. When I tried to appeal or whatever, they said, too bad, I never played again. I'm so sorry I'm laughing, but that is very funny. Oh my god, when low skill is indistinguishable from being an asshole. Solon says, I don't disagree with you, Sean, but I'm not sure popularity is an indicator of quality. Budweiser might be the most popular beer in the world, but it's utter shit in terms of quality. Yeah, but I want to be clear. I didn't say the entire game was high quality and popularity is measured of quality. I just said, I think that this statement that framing something that could be improved as that thing is a problem and is bad. I'm just trying to delineate between these two. Whenever someone says League of Legends has a bad new player experience and it's not good, and here's a thing that I had, I'm just talking about that new player experience. And also, I feel like it's also fair to say, even ignoring subjectivity, it's a very high quality game, very high quality product. I think that my argument would be weak if someone was like, I don't like League of Legends, and I was like, you don't like it? It's the most played game in the world. Then I'd be a douchebag. Excuse me, you're not entitled to your own opinion of what you enjoy or don't. Open up. Like, dude, I played League of Legends. I can count the number of times on my one hand, like how many times I've like sat down to play some league. And let me tell you, that game, just moving shit around is a joy. Loki says, you might be a douchebag, but we still love you, Sean. I love that you spelled my name wrong. That's a great way to drive the point home. Bad birds, bad birds, bad birds. Bad bird. It's good stuff. You got some of this shit. Put peppers in the Y slot. Oh, I'm spicy now. Logan says, yeah, misspelling Sean is a passion for me. And you spelled it 4 different ways. It's fantastic. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, oh. Oh. I found a secret. I always run in every direction possible. Oh my god, is that the Zedric 01? Is that the famed, reputed Zedric? Are you ready to weigh in on arguments that don't matter with me? I am someone that's not a MOBA developer who doesn't play League, but I just really feel like people's criticisms of the new player experience are sometimes miscontextualized. Like, this is the most fucking boring point in the universe, man. Why am I making this fucking point? God bless whoever brought that up as a dumb take earlier. That's fantastic. Oh, fuck yeah. Alright, we can save up here. Excellent. Esports. Under the well, beneath the earth. Yeah, there's something about the way that this game does its construction of zones, and that feels not like one zone that has a beginning, a middle, and an end, but just like little partials and little partials and a little bit here and a little bit there and a little bit here and a little bit there. Oh shit, where does this go to? This fucking game. Chevy says, hello, game good or game bad? I'd say verdict out, but probably it's gonna be a solid game. It's probably solid. The reason I'm hesitant is that, like, the way this feels is, I don't know if you ever, like, opened up a book where there's different viewpoint characters, and you read chapter 1, it's from this viewpoint character. You read chapter 2, and it's about a second viewpoint character who's doing different things, but in the same city. So you sort of recognize the setting, but there's a new character. And then chapter 3, there's a third viewpoint character. And then this happens for 12 chapters in a row, and you're like, well, I've met 12 people and fucking nothing's happened. And I'm like, well, but a lot of people are saying keep reading this because I guess it goes somewhere. Blech. Cedric says this gives me Hyperlight Drifter vibes. Hyperlight Drifter had like the north, south, east, west zones where you'd go to the west and you'd keep progressing in it and you'd get deeper, and it would feel like I was deepening the west zone. And then I would beat the west zone and I would feel like I was done with it, and then I'd go to the east. And that it's like that sense of completion was really nice and really satisfying. You see, Stormlight Archives is actually an example of one of those where... Oh shit, where am I? Where, like, Stormlight Archives, for the first 200 pages of the first book, where am I? Here I am. For the first 200 pages of the, for the first 200 to 400 pages of the first Stormlight Archives book, Brandon Sanderson introduces some viewpoint characters. And he even talks about how this can be really off-putting to people that just want to see shit happening to characters instead of meeting new people. But Stormlight Archives, which I actually didn't finish. I didn't finish the first book because I put it down because of the reason I was describing. And I'm going to get back to it at some point. I have the book right there. But. Ozon, your message is really funny. I'm going to read that in a second. But yeah, no, I use that as an example because I know it's something that a lot of people have experienced, and that's this game to me. Like, look at this. I just walked into this place that feels hidden and secret. But I don't actually feel like I've completed an area or done anything or achieved anything or know what I'm trying to do. I rang one bell, and that kind of felt cool and completion-y. But now I'm sort of here, and there's not a boss that I've completed. There's not a... I didn't feel... Okay, so, there's a lot of ways to create this, like, ooh, there's an arc to a zone, you know, where, like, you get in a zone, and there's... Okay, I'm going to use Link to the Past because it's really simple. You get to the zone, and there's many locked doors, and there's a big locked door. So right away, when you start finding keys and unlocking, start finding another key, unlock the second one, another key, unlock the third one, you feel like you have unlocked several doors, which means you have made guaranteed forward progress in the dungeon. And then we get the big key, that's a big step, bam, and you get straight into maybe the second half of that dungeon, or the boss, and then you beat the boss, and then you're done with it, and you get a reward, some cool item, some cool buff, some cool thing that then unlocks the ability for you to go to the next place. But here, I feel like it's like, here's a combat encounter, and kind of like maneuver here and maneuver, and then you can move this bridge down, then you can get to there, and then if you go back this way, look at this cool new place. And I'm kind of just like, well, did I finish? Did I finish this area? Because I don't actually think I finished this area. Like, it's presenting this very grand moment for me, but I actually think I'm not done here. Oh, puzzle. So I love this comment from Bozon. Bozon spent some channel points and said, what? They joined! Ah! You're not... Oh my god! They know how to traverse across screens too! Oh shit. Alright, let's move you a little bit. Here you go. Bozon spends channel points to say, and this made me chuckle, Hey Day9, it's me, using my hard-earned pleb coins, here to tell you that you are most definitely wrong about the new player experience in League. Please stay tuned for my next message in a couple of weeks where I elaborate on why exactly you are spectacularly incorrect. I fucking love that. And then surprise, gifts Vozon a sub so Vozon can talk without needing to spend channel points, and then says, oh shoot, I thought I had at least 2 or 3 weeks to prepare. That's pretty fucking hilarious. Alright, so, oh wait, no, I did knock this thing down, which means that this save point now links over here. Cool. So again, like, I went through that underground zone. There was no escalation of enemies. There was no sequence of puzzles to be solved. There was no boss. There was no goal, like ringing the bell, that might be presented to me as a consistent thing I need to do at each location. So getting into this place, I don't know if that's the whole point of this. So I assume that right now this makes me a glowy fox. Oh, I see. Now I'm supposed to work my way this way, but I'm not going to. Sweetheart. Please. Please, sweetheart. Please. Fuck these barrels. Oh, that's it. There's the path. There's the path. There's the path to... You see, like, again, this feels very piecemeal. It feels like I'm wandering until I hit an object, and then the object kind of lets me advance. What did I just collect? Yeah, what's this thing do? Alright. This one. Excuse me, fellas. Oh, this fuck. Content creator cats. Oh shit. That was in a different location. I was not. Now I am. Alright, so there's a whole additional area that I did not go to that I will go to now. Whatever this does. Def. So I didn't wander through this watery area yet. I bet you there are secrets abound. Behind every waterfall, there's content. Maybe down this way. Torikyoya says, it feels so weird seeing Sean not playing Elden Ring. Only 11 months to go before I hit the magic 9-year number. Oh, hell yeah. Only 3 months to 100 months in a row, Torikyoya. Our #1 question asker. Oh, thank God for Torikyoya. You made the daily so much more doable for me as a person. My God, at the end of every show, I'd be like, let's take some questions, starting with Torikyoya. Alright, I no longer care. Ginsaris has 15 messages to go. Hey, Ginsaris, didn't you... Was it you who was leaving a message about being in a stressful spot earlier? Wanted to come back to that. I wonder how I get there, but, like, not often. Annihilation. Let's see. Hangman's Moose is my problem with League of Legends is the same issue I have with every multiplayer game. I went to a Catholic all-boys school and got bullied relentlessly. Ooh, boy, do I relate to you there in the most literal, first-hand way. Games are my save place. Playing multiplayer opens me up to abuse and ridicule again and stops from being my save place. I've always struggled to play multiplayer in anything. Dude, I feel you. This is why I play almost only individual games. I mean, for me, it's even deeper than that. I just, a lot of times, I don't feel comfortable if there's, like, people. Like, conversational is fine, but, like, you know, like a lot of social environments, I'm just like, no, I'm not doing it. Oh, I'm here. Oops. Nucleotize is chat, not people. Chat I like. I like phone conversations with friendies. That feels comfortable and good. I feel like I'm in a slightly different place than I intended to be. How do I get up and over there? Right. I remember. See more shit in here? Yeah, but no, I just like the idea of being around and able to talk to complete strangers who have no incentive to be pleasant to me. Nah, I don't want to do that. Is this where I just was? Oh, I see. Oops. See, like this, because I feel like I'm just beating the dead horse here, but there's no horse I enjoy beating more than the dead one. So, in a sense, this game said, all right, here's a tomb, you can't get here. So then I wandered a little bit, and then I found something that let me progress. Okay. But yet, like, how do I describe this? Right, let me kill this bat. Slaying the bats. Bad bat. Okay. Okay, so again, there's this. Yeah, I mean, I feel like, because I'm trying to figure out a way to articulate this sensation that I'm having. We are in a dark tomb, and we needed this item to be able to play in here. Tons of games that I love do that. Tons of them that I love do that. And this is cool. But I feel like there's like a subtle Terminus event that games have, where it's just like, okay, you are done with the dungeon. Thumbs up. You're done with the quest. Here's the experience. And a Terminus event is, one, the clarity that you have overcome the stuff. It's the, you're done, you don't have anything more to do. And then having the reward on the other side is what amps it up. So this is like, I completed the quest. Cool, I did that. So here's experience, and here's a cool quest item, and here's all this stuff. I haven't hit a Terminus event at any point that's made me feel like, okay, I've done this. And part of me is wondering if I'm still in the first zone. Can I, like, walk off this edge? Big Bird says, feels like we've been edging for 3 hours. That, yeah. And I only like edging for 1. Like, I mean, despite the issue that I have with the buffering that I spent a long time talking about, combat actually feels pretty great. The art style is divine. It's incredible. The audio and the music, fantastic. There's a lot to like here. Big Bird says, no, that was Craig, not me. Well, too bad, you get credit for it. Sir JD says, it feels like the game is lacking even just a minor acknowledgement of your accomplishments. It's the I showed a funny video to my friend and they didn't laugh kind of feeling. I don't know about the funny friend sending a video. You know, be like sending your friend a video and then they just like don't respond to you anymore. Do I have a friendship? Oh, fuck. Because I guess I just can't do anything here. Because again, let's contrast this to Link to the Past, because it's just an incredibly simple example of the well-executed side of this. When you have big, dramatic dungeons that end in a boss and a new item being found, and then there's a smaller area like this, where it's like, no, Yohei, actually. And this is the one that links down to... Yeah, and then if I have a dungeon like this, like in Zelda, they have little dungeons that have a Terminus event. There is a chest at the end that gives you a heart piece. You know, things like that. And I think that, yeah, it's like you're saying. It's like you're saying, JD. It's like there's not a moment where I feel like, yeah, I did it. I own. Cool. And it's more than just acknowledgement. It's, again, that Terminus event that says, no, you completed this area. You're good. You're done. Thing that does a thing. See, this game is putting lots of stuff out of reach, which is great. But, like, I mean, and I say this in the most literal sense possible. I don't know if I am playing the game completely wrong, or if this is how the game is supposed to be played. That you're supposed to just kind of keep wandering. Because I really liked that at first, but again, with no... What? Oh, okay. Behind every waterfall, of course. I mean, Dark Souls, for all its obfuscations that people get really annoyed about, you're in an area, and when you get to the boss, you're done with the area. You're done. It's over. Wilson says it's okay to be lost. But there might be an issue where you are not sure about whether you are lost or not. Yeah, that's a good summary of it. And this manual has some direction to it, where we need to get to this bell tower. So I haven't entered into the lighthouse, so let's try that. Because the game was like, ring the eastern bell tower, ring the western bell tower. Oh. What's this? Shit. What do you think this is? So that was just a shop. Alright. Maybe there's something over here that I'm missing. You can see there's this line that goes underneath, which makes me want to go this way. Try to come down and right here. But I don't think I can, right? Alright. Because the thing that we talked about, like, an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, is this bottom left thing, where it goes, ringing the west bell. And it says West Garden, it says Dark Tomb. There's the fucking Dark Tomb, but I thought that we explored everything in the Dark Tomb. Where am I? So there's one thing I want to do before I go back to the Dark Tomb. Alright, so let's go work our way around like this. So I'm not gonna go back to the Dark Tomb yet. So I wanna see. Is there a path back here? Oh, shit. Well, I mean, that's in a way good. Ugh. See, I was thinking that maybe there's a way to get down there. But okay, there is not. So, I mean, I guess I'm just going to go back to this Dark Tomb. You buy the TNT to blow those rocks? I did not know that was a mechanic. I mean, yeah, let's just give it a go, huh? Fuck. Nope. Hold on, I'm still on fire. Ah, fuck. Oh, fuck. Cannot. I mean, that would surprise me if this game signaled those are the rocks that we can use. Dynamite. Run. mean, I guess let's go to the Dark Tomb. It's remarkable how much this actually does feel like a game from the 90s. Where I'm like, alright, I'm stuck and I can't do, like, literally anything. Oh, I see, I just didn't touch them. Alright. See, it dropped the input on my third press. No. Alright. To the tomb! To the tomb! Jess, everyone's talking if you can't see it. Sarah says, have you tried deciphering a random name and then spelling it backwards to solve the puzzle? Great reference to the original King's Quest. So, let's see. How does the puzzle work? So, King's Quest is an old graphic adventure game. Actually, one of the first graphic adventure games ever made. Maybe even, I mean, certainly the one that made everyone in the industry be like, oh shit. People will buy computers not for computing, but for fun and entertainment. Roberta Williams, King's Quest 1, really great. So the way that puzzle worked is there was a character named Rumpelstiltskin, and you needed to solve some puzzle around that name. And it was unclear what the puzzle was, but if you looked and you looked, it had to do something with Rumpelstiltskin spelled backwards. So it turns out that spelling Rumpelstiltskin backwards was not the solution. This was really common in these early adventure game days. It was really, really, really common to just have these, like, incredibly obtuse solutions. And this was during an era where, like, there were not yet mechanics where you would, like, walk around and do things. You would actually just, like, type in what you thought the puzzle was. You just fucking type it in. So the actual solution was to take the word Rumpelstiltskin, invert the alphabet, and then spell with the inverted alphabet replacing the normal letters. So, for instance, A would become Z. And B would become Y. Alright, so, like, you just got this word that was just absolute fucking ridiculous. I'm a Deidre says, Jesus, who would ever try to think that? Like, no one did. No, what are you talking about? No one did that shit. It's a silly puzzle? Yeah, hell yeah it is. Alright, can someone give me a hint as to what I'm doing wrong here? Do I just, like, not have an item yet? Check your in-game manual. Okay. Oh, dude. I literally thought that I did this. Rugen guy says, is it if Nakov Grov Grofferm? You know, that's the one. That's the one. I literally walked up to this and was like, oh, well, that's not it. Whoopsie daisies. All right. It's okay, this is the game. I I was going nuts watching you circle it. Yeah, I mean, it must be, because, I mean, I keep mentally going, okay, I'm near it. I'm near it. Maybe I needed to face it. I want to see something. Yeah, so you'll note that if I, like, am walking really close by this, the little A pops up. I can get pretty close to it. And, or I can get pretty far from it, it'll pop up. I wonder what was going on with that. I'm gonna check this chest. What? Yeah, okay, so at least this illustrates what I think was happening here, is I was turning this corner. So look how I am rubbing up against this chest as I turn the edge. Yeah, no, I see what I did wrong. Okay, so a lot of games say if you are standing in this volume, the A will appear above your head. What's an example of this? I mean, is this right here? Where, look, if I have A, if I am facing directly away. Okay, yeah. A lot of games have, if you're standing in the volume, the little thing will come above your head. More modern games have this, like, if you are on the right spot, but facing the wrong direction, you won't be able to see it. You actually have to face this. So it's actually like my head has to be pointed in the right direction to be able to see the A. So when I was, like, circling around this, I was like, yup, I don't see any signaling. All the way up here. I was doing this and going, oh, yep, this is not one of those chests that you can open. Not a thing. I don't remember what those things are. There it is. It's so good. Oh, yeah, look at all you Elden Ring gamers. They're just like, no, you can't spoil your friend day 9. You just can't. You know, I'm still convinced that this is a slow burn game. I'm still convinced that if I played this game for, like, 10 hours, I'd be like, alright, this is pretty awesome. I still claim this. So, Craig, you've been playing this. Like, how deep are you? I'm in the area just after you. I've been consistently one dungeon ahead the whole time. You're playing and watching. That's so good. Let's ask you more questions and slow you down. I gotta say, the currency in this game feels kind of... It's interesting. I roll. Ow! Okay. Alright, should have known. What? What? Die! Get out of here! Oh, that's a tough guy. That's a tough guy. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, I hit the wrong button. Alright, I gotta unequip this shit. Wait. What is this little signal mean? Because, I mean, I see the... I wonder what that thing means. Yeah, I didn't even do this. Oh, I fucking see. If I kill this, then that one can shoot farther, but then I can come here and annihilate all these babies. Oh, you got another hat, baby. Nope. It's just saying if there's spikes around. Okay. Oh my god, not! What is up? Not! Hey, what flavor highball you drinking today, man? What does that even mean? So I'm gonna hold up and right for a little while, and then according to the map, I now gotta hold down and right for a little while. Blackberry, my dude, Blackberry. Is it the best? Highball's so good. Highball's pretty good. I don't like it as much as coffee because I want to taste the acid. Fuck. I have misread the shit out of this map. I've misread the shit out of this. For some reason, my brain said, okay, so look at my little dude that's in the middle. Like, right, see this area here? This is actually, like, right here, this is the entrance to the cave. I did not interpret this as the entrance to the dungeon. I actually interpreted, like... Can I, like, move my mouse onto the screen? How do I do this? I thought, you see where my character is? I thought that if I went down and right from where my head was, I would pop out right here. I thought I would pop out right here. And that this is where I was trying to reach. I've just misinterpreted the whole map. So I need to actually go down and left. And then we actually go this way. What? Oh. Oh, you turd. Oh, yeah, that's a good effect. The art direction's kicking ass. Oh, yeah. Also doing the highball convert EG to AFK, man. Well, that's good to hear. Because highball's pretty tasty. Highball's pretty tasty, but soon enough, I'll get both y'all on coffee. This shit. So, like, on one hand, this is neat. Oh, shit, I'm back here again. But there was, like, no moment where I was like, fuck yeah, I did the Dark Doom dungeon. Or what is this called again? The Dark Tomb. I did it. I Dark Tombed it, baby. We've been Dark Tombed. Right? Like, it's just ever slowly growing. Show me what I got. Sure. Hit him with them dongs, baby. Ooh, Tyson, was that door opening not enough with the light? Oh, super no. To instill a sense of, like, completion? how I get onto that side. Probably have to come from this from the other way. The game's trying to get me to look at this thing. So, if you'll note, this busted piece, I believe, is... Is there a map of the East Forest? Fortress of the Eastern Vault? I don't think I was there. Alright, whatever. But this huge missing shard, I recall being the thing that was missing from previously. Yeah, the reason I don't feel like the big opening door was the completion event is that there was a real flatness to the experience. And when I say flat, I don't mean low quality or bad. Like, for instance, if you were playing really loud music for 8 hours straight, I'd be like, yeah, it was a pretty flat experience. It was flat. It was just maximum volume the whole time, right? I didn't feel much of a rise and fall in the Dark Tomb. It was just like, yeah, here's some enemies, and here's some more enemies, and you dodge some traps, and then you open a door. So as Kraid would describe, I feel like I've been edging for hours. Yeah, look, I'm in the West Garden now, and I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm over here now. What is it? Have we fought a boss? One very minor one, I believe. Dark Syndicates, this is like a less engaging Death's Door. I don't know, like, this game is weird. It's very high quality, and there's a lot that I really, really like about it. And I will continue playing it. And you can't stop me. And I have a lot of positive things to say. There's just a strangeness. Alright, so let's save. We still don't know what this thing does, huh? So what are you doing at the well? The art is beautiful. The combat's, I mean, outside of the buffer drops, it's quite fun. The audio, I think, is exceptional. I did not mean to do that. It's the disconnection between, like, as I'm traversing through, the game has felt like I am doing the same intensity and type of activity everywhere I go. And that's why I'm having a challenging time describing my sensation, my feeling about the whole thing. This is just nothing bad. It's not like there's, oh yeah, this art style's so shitty and janky. No, not at all. I don't feel that. I don't think that. Oh, the design of this level is boring. No, it's really interesting. There's this huge bridge that's on top. And we're going to be heading back in the opposite direction. Boo! Things like this, as you know, I'm a big fan of. These interesting little fork-offs. There's a lot of positive remarks. I just think it's this weird lack of, you did it. You did the thing. Congratulations. Here's a reward. Hell yeah. Like, I mean, I'm finding these pages, which are cool. You lack a payoff. Yeah, I mean, it's that sense of completion. I think that's it. I think that's it. The Terminus moment. Where I go, yeah, I did it. I did the thing. I thinged it. The thing was thung. Oh my god, Eugenia, Eugenia, Eugenia. A warm thank you and a hello. With the 5 gifted subs, Eugenia. Eugenia, how even is your Wednesday? We're having a very calming gameplay experience in between all the Elden Ring ranging. She says, I'm so stressed and I needed some chill and I saw Fox. Oh yeah, no, this game is very, very calm. The combat can be a little intense, but... Shit. What? But Eugenia, what's going on, Eugenia? What's going on? What's going down, man? What's got your orbs out of orbit? Ah. Oh my god, I'm over here now. Perfect. Eugenia says, was that a void ray in this game? If so, I am out. I hate to say it, but you can see it charging up on me. Alright, so we are in the Great Underground here. You got something. And this reconnects back to the save point that's right here. Figbird. Oh, Figbird, you were watching some ASL? Dude, Group D was some good stuff. I don't know when the English casts for the Round of 8 are going up, but I'm waiting. Oh, I think I see... Oh, okay, I see where we are. I see where we are. I see. Okay, I see. Oh, shit. Oh. Okay. Oh my god. God, that was a yawn. Well, I'm not surprised. happened to this guy? Ah! Ever played Dead Cells? Hell yeah. Game was fun. You know, I did not like it as much as a lot of people did. If something is Metroidvania, I want it to Metroidvania. You know, I don't want it to be procedural Metroidvania. Ah! Jeez, the enemies. Drink. Drink. Can I go this way? Is there a little chest over here? No. Phantom Area says, ooh, that's a good question. Do you have a favorite example of procedural content generation in a game? I think the answer is no. I think I don't like any procedural content. Like, is there any? Oops, I didn't hold my shield in time. Procedural generation just, like, does not do it for me. I think... Oh, I know the one. I know the one. I know the one. Factorio has procedurally generated terrain and environments. Hey, have a good day, Blue Sky HS. Oh, I'm not invincible. Okay. Shit. Jesus. Some of this shit. Alright, leaving it. Yeah, I'm trying to think of, like, any games that have, like, really sick procedural generation in them. I don't know why it keeps flashing the left trigger on the screen. Uh-oh. Bastard really is chasing me down, huh? Oh, I rolled! I hate the buffering on the moves! Yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to play procedural content and not go, oh, that's crap. Yeah, Age of Empires 2, there it is. There's the money examples. Because things that, like, if you look at Factorio and AoE 2, come on, please, just... This fucking game. Ay. Take a sip. The Slave Aspire is the type of content that I'm specifically thinking of that I would be calling procedural is like procedural level content. Because I mean, like, you know, There's actually very little that's procedural in Slay the Spire. Like, all the enemies are pre-designed, all the cards are pre-designed, the way that the randomness functions in the game. God damn it. I hate the buffering in this game. It drives me insane. Pretty much all of... Most everything is pre-assembled. It's just like some slight randomness in how it's composed. Which also brings us to, like, you know, proceduralness is a huge range of things. Because, for instance, like, oh my, what about... Wait, can I go this way around? Okay, so I'm supposed to be like, oh my, I wonder what's over there or something. But like, enter the dungeon. Well, I mean, it is an example of, again, the composition is procedural, but there's still a lot of design rules and components that are... Yeah. I'm trying to think of other things. Yeah, I mean, even if you take, like, Age of Empires or Factorio, the thing that is actually specifically made is all the recipes, all the enemies, all their equations around them is, like, highly and tightly designed. And then what the game is it's just a slight randomness on one of the pieces. So the basic gist of procedural design is that instead of laying down all the elements individually, you instead have a procedure to generate it. So instead of saying, here is an enemy with its health values and its attack values, you instead have a algorithm that generates enemies. And now you have procedurally generated enemies. Or a level where the layout of the level and the rewards and the events that are in there, there is some sort of equation that determines how that is made. And then you let the equation... Yeah, I always want everything. You got this fucker. Nice. And there it is. Hello, kitten. Hello. Oh, we got a cat here. We got a little cat. Oh, it's tummy time. Oh, shit. And so, like, you know, the, Slay the Spire doesn't have procedural enemies. It doesn't have procedural cards. But it does have a procedural map that is created using various rules. And so this is what I mean by saying, well, it's really not that procedural. The same thing with Factorio. Factorio doesn't have procedurally generated recipes or procedurally generated components. Or, I believe that in Control, some of the encounters were procedurally generated. Like, how many enemies are there? And so, the thing that I tend not to like is I tend not to like when a lot of the, like, levels are procedurally generated, or worlds, or enemies. Like, I'm just not that interested in that. I like when things tend to be replaced, and I'm trying to think of what are procedural elements in games that I'm a fan of. So I'm a fan of the procedural generation of maps in Age of Empires. I think that's terrific. Why? Because it has a lot of constraints to make sure that bullshit doesn't happen. But due to the way the gameplay works, it creates a bunch of freshness and interestingness. What do we think this does? Okay. Probably MP. What's this thing do? That's it. All right, let's just leave that here. Fuck yeah, man. Bang. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. Oh, dude. This is a enormous bug. Because the camera's changing angle, when I'm holding away, it's like if you press the dash and then you hold A, you run. When I did the dash and I was running away, it runs straight into the boss. Let me see if we can show this. I mean, it was egregious. Oops. And I believe that it's just literally a bug, that the camera angle is changing. But depending upon when, where, and why I'm holding stuff. Come on, man. I don't know if it was a misinterpretation, but I mean, there's not a lot of complexity to what I was doing. So let me see if I can do this. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to climb up here. We're going to get to this boss, and we're not going to attack. We're just going to hold our shield up. It's alright, I've locked on. Yeah, did you see me just run straight at him? Did you see me just run straight at him? Holy shit. Look, I'm literally holding this direction. What is that? What the hell is that? Look, okay, so I'm holding the left. Now, let me see if I can show this. This is ridiculous. So I'm gonna hold this. Now I'm going to be holding away. Now I'm going to hit the dash button. And notice that I haven't touched my thumbstick. And my character is beelining. I mean, like, that's... I don't know what's happening. So again, I'm going to hold back, and then I'm going to push the button. And it seems okay, because this is the original orientation. So let's wander over to this side. So see, I'm okay. Let's wander this way. So I'm holding this, and I'm holding this direction, and I'm going to roll. All right, I got this. I was unable to show. Oh God! All right, so. All right. Let's see if we can do this. So we're gonna hold back. then I'm going to roll. And see, I'm running straight towards it. Alright, well, fuck. Alright. Okay. I'm glad that we were able to confirm that, because, like, literally you feel that immediately. Immediately you feel that. So yeah, it seems like what happened was that the developers created this interesting camera rotation experience, which, for what it's worth, is quite cool. But that didn't account for how that would affect what direction the character should be moving under various circumstances. QA9 to the rescue. Let's see if we can pull one. Whoops. My bad. Oh, whoops. Yeah, no, I mean, this would lead, because I mean, that was a very easy bug to test. I just literally displayed my controller. And so I think that what's happening is that if I am holding back like this, and then I hit the roll button, because I'm holding the thumbstick in the same direction, yeah, the camera orientation must be getting reset. So then if I wiggle, it then interprets where my angle should be. Which then leads me to believe that this issue with the buffering is not a design decision, but is in fact a bug. Has a tighter iframe timing than Elden Ring. Yeah, in Elden Ring, you kind of like have to hit and then you do the roll. But in this game, you just tap it and you're instantly invulnerable. So I actually should just be waiting for like a very exact timing. Nice. Okay, cool. And see, that comment is joyful boss battling. Oops, wait, I forgot. Yeah, I mean, like, I just... Oh, I didn't mean to sit. That's bad. Yeah, I mean, I like when some elements, like some small, tiny elements, are procedural. Like, I think the maps in Factorio, the way that, like, the gameplay is really... It's a lot of planning and think through how you want to do things. Like, I found this Death World... I keep hitting the wrong button. I found this Death World where the oil is super far away and right in the middle of heavily manned enemy territory. And I was like, alright, that's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet. I really like those kinds of things. A lot of damage. Man, Skipper says, just got here. What are initial impressions of the game? Strong. I would say positive, but not strongly positive. I think that ice is like really, really sweet. Oh! Whoops. I literally didn't get hit at all. And then I just got hit 3 times at the end. Whoopsie daisies. Slight sloppiness. Slight sloppiness. Back to peaceful music. Got greedy with stamina at the end. I keep forgetting the way this thing works with stamina. Like, if I spend all my stamina, I literally, even as it's refilling, I'll explain after this boss, or this little kitty guy. So I was watching it, and it hit the bottom, and then it started to fill, and I mentally forgot that if it ever hits the bottom, you're not allowed to use stamina until it fills back up. So, for instance, if I do this, and then we're out, notice that as I use it, see how my character's like, ugh, he's not rolling, ugh. Like this. He's vulnerable until it fills back up, and now we're allowed to roll. So that's what happened at the end there, is that we ran out of stamina, and I was like, alright, cool. Because again, I'm used to games where when you hit 0 stamina, it just means you're at 0 stamina. There's not a special status that gets applied. This game applies a special status where your rolls no longer block. Excuse me, your rolls no longer have invulnerability, is what I meant to say. But I mean, he has pretty straightforward. Right now, I'm in this weird staggered state. Ay, 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 ay. See, I just need to be really careful about that, because I keep just looking at my stamina and being like, oh, we're fine. Because we're low. And then what happens is I roll, and then I attack. When you're attacking, I believe your stamina doesn't refill. Wait, why was... Oh, what? Does his hits actually drop my stamina? Did the game freeze? It feels like there's some sort of mechanic I'm missing. Did you block? No, I haven't even touched block. I want to see some. Alright, this guy doesn't. I want to see something. I want to see if that hit removes my stamina. So let's see if this... Let's just get hit by this one when he swings. Not that one. I'm never going to get hit by that. Alright, let me just go and start hitting you. Oh, what? That hits me? Okay. Alright, well, he's not doing the move that actually hits me. Yeah. So one thing to note is that, attacking... Let me just... Attacking does cause your stamina meter to stop growing. I think that's what the issue is that there's time in my opponent's attacks. Like here, I just need to chill. See, yeah, I think I see what's going on. Oh, I think, alright. I think that there was an assumption that I made that's just incorrect. It's freezing, this is fun. The assumption that I made that was incorrect is that I think that, I thought that the damage occurs at the moment of contact. Or... So I think if I touch that at any point, even if it's on the ground, if I just touch his sword, it'll deal damage to me. So I think that I was rolling, like, towards him. Whereas if I roll up... Yeah, see, I don't know why that hurt me. Oh, man, that is really annoying. That is really, really, really annoying. Yeah, the boss just gets crazy loud. Yeah, I mean, there's some bizarre inconsistencies with how some of the damage is computed. How the damage is computed, like where the damage zones are. Yeah, all in all, the feeling that I'm having in this fight is not one of like, oh, I can't believe that hit me, ah. Let me just pull this volume down a little bit. Yeah, I think all in all, I'd probably be giving this game like a 6. I think I would. Yeah, I think that's about where I'm landing. Oh, I'm getting owned. Dragon Disguise is a 6, damn. Well, remember, I'm not a publication. Most publications are actually trying to hit an extraordinarily accurate and consistent metric that accounts for the facts that there's real stinkers that are out there. But I mean, like, you know, if there's a game that I actually just think is well-built and solid and fine, it doesn't really do anything amazing, but, you know, it's all right, you know. I would give it like a 1. So I need to stop and refill. Oopsies. See, virtually every single time I've tried to attack 3 times, and the buffers drop my inputs. See, I don't know why that one's hitting me. I mean, I think the freeze spell is fucking awesome. Oh, whoops. I actually just zoned out. Chill out. See, I have to really spam to get that third attack in. Whoa! See, I think that just always hits. Like, what I mean is that the entire length of the sword is dealing damage at all times. So if I roll and I don't get hit by the contact point, but I'm rolling, kind of along where he is. Oops. I don't want to die again. I feel like... So, I want to point to that roll, because I went hit, hit, and then I went to do the roll, but due to the buffering thing that I was talking about earlier, it goes hit, hit. It just, like, doesn't go in. Yeah, no, I mean... I can't... I mean, I'm kind of repeating myself, but this is... But it's kind of hard to articulate. I've just been playing Elden Ring for like 12 days straight. And that game has this extraordinary ability to just feel solid. Like, I feel like I understand what is happening. Why I'm winning, why I'm losing in fights, what hits are happening. And I'm just feeling like my inputs are dropping. And it's really frustrating when, I mean, like, this enemy boss has what I think, again, is like a very nice pattern. He shoots from afar, he has a swoop attack, and then he has this triple dive. But I'm having trouble perceiving what it is that's happening differently when I'm getting damage in a small percentage of the attacks. And also, you're seeing me going swing, swing. I'm trying to swing 3 times, but it's dropping my last one. I don't understand why that one hit me. Attack because my stamina's too low. What? Whoa, whoa. A new move. Alright. Okie dokie. Did a thing. Bing. Landinator says, it specifically showed in the manual that only the first half of your dodge grants invulnerability. Yes, saw that in the manual and understood that same way you did as well. I'm watching closely and you just dodge too early sometimes and your invulnerability was going away. Yeah, let me explain what I think was confusing to me. So there's a couple things going on that are messing with me. So first, let's make sure we are abundantly clear that this is a sword. All right. So the sword will come down, and there will be a moment that this hits. There's a moment that this hits. Now, I don't care what game we're talking about. There is an alignment to when this hits the ground. That's the alignment of the motion, the sound, and then the gameplay code saying this is when damage is happening. So I mean, this is one piece to the puzzle that I feel like is. I thought I was understanding correctly when this was coming down and striking. There's another bit that was happening, which is, let's say that the sword is actually on the ground, right? It's actually hit. Well, it has this stuff around it. In some games, if you touch this at any point, it deals damage to you. In other games, even though it's glowing, it only has a specific... Only when the strike happens does it deal damage to you. So as an example, let's say we got Dark Souls, right? We got a boss that like has this thing here, and of course the sword is the biggest part of the character. So here's our character, and he's got big arms because he's creepy and little legs. 'Cause, people with long torsos are total boss material. Okay, so in Dark Souls, if I am standing here, excuse me, kitten, excuse me, yep, good to see you. If I'm standing here, I don't take damage. Again, if this is a static image and there's fire coming off this, you just don't take damage. You only take damage at the moment of impact. And so what I'm wondering is that obviously if I roll this way or this way, there's times when I would dodge. And there's times when I would get hit, as Landinator says, I'm just dodging at the wrong time. That's fine. But there were other times when I would dodge sort of parallel to this. And this is what was really throwing me off. This is the one that I was making comments on where I was rolling. And I was like, oh, I guess it's just still doing damage because I would roll at what felt like the perfect time. And then he would do it again and I'd roll at the same time. But sometimes if the enemy was in the corner, I would roll directly backwards instead of rolling perpendicular to the swing of the blade. And at this point in time, I still can't even tell if it was my timing that was off in those, or whether it was like my understanding of how the damage function and stuff like that. Sure. Then the Nader says, yeah, I think the sword was doing damage until it picked it back up. Yes, that's what I'm referring to. I think that once it hits the ground, it's continuously doing damage. Because again, my mental model was, I am dodging the strike. And I think that that's incorrect. I think it's that you're dodging the entire duration of time that sword is on the ground, including the moment of impact up until when he lifts the sword back up. And that's what I was having a hard time getting a sense of. So I now know where we are. It's time to dong this upper bell. West Bell End. Dong. All right, knock it down, baby. Which do I have? Not enough for a point. We feed your cats all sorts of shit, man. Whatever they'll eat. Whatever they'll eat, man. Some wellness brand cat food. Sheriff likes cheesy things. She likes bread and brie and whatnot. So I've rung both the bell ends. Are you opening? Sick. Bing, bang, bong. Three little mice. 3 little piggies. Lots of things. And the number of 3. I did a thing. Apical says, Sean, you're looking scrumptious today. How you feeling? I'm feeling sleepy, to be honest. Kind of sleepy. Oh, I'm feeling sleepy, Apo Koala. Unbelievably awesome. All right, remember what I was saying like 30 minutes ago? I mean, I think it's a slow burn game. I think it's a slow burn game. I bet you if you play this for 10 hours, you're gonna be like, oh, this game's like so fucking sick. And it will have snuck upon you. Give me a red gear. No way, do you want a green gear? Oh, you want a blue gear? Well, then this fucking asshole over here probably wants a green one. Please, we need our little... Oh, we need our hexa gears. So this is the Great Prison which our princesses contained. Yeah, I like really did not understand where I was. All right. Keep your eyes on the bars. Who knows what that means? Alright, down we go. Ratatafan, this is an art style, or excuse me, a camera technique known as a tilt shift. Tilt shift. It's an effect that miniaturizes things. Oh my god, I really hate having a busted arm. Oh, the arm to my chair. The arm to my chair is really ruining my life. I think it's really the big thing. Oh, that's nasty. Show me what I got. Alright, I was just there. It's just a viewpoint. It's great. Alright, so we're over here now. Yeah, I'll take it. Alright. Okay, so... can I light these up? No. No, they just reflect. I can hurt myself quite badly with them. Ah! Alright, the ice one is fucking rad. Ooh. Oh, fuck you. I was holding the thing. I wasn't facing it. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. I'm doing it all wrong. Give me this. You got three guys that you can freeze yourself with. Alright. Sick. Open up. Clonk. And this should connect us nicely back to the starting save spot. Oh! Yeah, I'll just top off, man. Yeah, I mean... like, each of these moments individually are very cool. And I'm curious, Kraid, how much even farther ahead are you? What can you do with the currency? You need currency plus... oh my god. Please lock on. Sick. I think that's unbelievably sick. Oh. You just, it's kind of like Zelda. You spend it leveling up and you spend it powering up and stuff. This is my cat as well. Don't care. Running away. Oh my god, something really sick and new happening. Oh, yes. Oh my god, thank god. Holy shit, finally. Yes. Took us 4.5 hours, but we got there. It's new. Like, I think it's really important that what this game, or that like what the Souls games do and what Elden Ring does pretty well, is that when you enter into spots, it's just, it feels like it's new and different visually. Like you go from the Undead Burg and the Undead Parish to Deep Root Gardens, or from there to the Depths, and then to Blighttown, then to Sen's Fortress, then to Anor Londo, and each of these consecutively contrast with each other. Like Sen's Fortress and the Depths are both claustrophobic in their spacing. There's lots of tiny little halls, and it feels like they feel trapped in slightly different ways, with Sen's Fortress being the more literal traps, and the Depths being more like, oh, you bumped into something, and then it knocked you all the way down to the bottom of the sewers. Like, but those two things are not consecutive. Right? You go from the Undead Burg to the Depths, to Blighttown, which is very open, and then to Sen's Fortress, which is very closed, right? Like, and I feel like if I look at the start of this area, if I like go to this area. Oh, I see now. This entire west area, even though it was more watery and bridgy, felt very different from the area that's on the, or felt very same to the area that's here, felt very similar to the forest to the east. Yeah, H-Wave Felson, I'm still nowhere near done. I'm at hour, like, 66 or something. Even level 66. I've been playing for a while. Yeah, like, frankly, just getting to a place here that feels like visually very different. It took like 4.5 hours to get to this place. And I know that I'm generally someone who plays more slowly than the average person, because I spend a lot of time talking and backtracking, hunting for secrets and stuff. Do I have a map for this? I wonder what this is. We'll take a peek. Okay, so it looks like I can use these weird discs that I found. And I go to my pause screen and I can insert things into there. And there's some sort of combinations of stuff that will do things. Don't tell me this is it. Is this it? Oh no. Please don't tell me this is it. Oh my god, is this the game? I love that you're all trained to say this is the game. Whenever I encounter something where I'm like, oh my god, wait, is this what's happening? And instead of saying, no, that's normal, don't worry, this is the game. This is the game. This is what this game is. I mean, okay, spoil this for me. Did I miss something unbelievably obvious? Well, I wander back here just to double-check the top. The story of This is the Game comes from when I used to watch a lot of Go lectures. And a very common thing to do when you're reviewing a game of Go is to consider this variation, and this variation, and this variation, and this variation. And then when you want to talk about how you're done with variations, you do a move and you go, but this is the game. This is what the players did in the game. And someone's like, oh, wait, did they this? No, this is the game. This is the game. This is not a line. This is not a variation. This is the game. And my friend Lee, on our Monday show, started joking whenever there was some weird, bizarre, obscure, obtuse solution or something obnoxious in the game. Lee would say, this is the game. And that's just bled into my daily vernacular. Well, that seems weird. Why would I do that? This is the game. No, this is the game. This is the game. So, I mean, this does have this implication of there is an epic thing that must be climbed. It must be clumb. Late in the match, late in the game, you'll ascend the great mountaintop and advance onward. But the reaction I have is now of like a heavy sigh. Because, I mean, there's these little mental structures that you glom onto. I did a dungeon, I'm ready for another dungeon. Like, what the fuck what am I supposed to be doing right now? I'm gonna go back to my little guidepost manual. Yeah, page 24. Yeah, I just got page 24, which suggests looking in the well. Oh, this is the other one, huh? I must have been thinking about page 20. Where have I seen that? Is it this thing that's in the bottom center of the map? Or maybe it's like this thing? I don't know what the fastest way is, but I'm gonna go this way because I think there's no enemies. Oh my god, how the hell do I get out of there? Why did it deposit me there again? I know I didn't come from this side. Alright, fine, I'll just go this way. See, like, the feeling I have is one of annoyance. Oh my god. Somehow my brain has melted some paths together. Ah, that's right. It's over here. Yeah, I mean, again, there is... So I want to frame my expectation management. Or excuse me, frame my expectations against expectation management. If you say, this is a game where you enter a new zone, and you play through the zone, and you beat the zone when you hit the boss. Games don't explicitly say this sort of shit, but I mean, it's pretty obvious as time goes on. That this is the structure that is endlessly being repeated. Okay. You know, when that structure's been endlessly repeated to you over and 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 over, you start to get to the sense of like, oh, when I beat this boss, I will go to the next area. Or, huh, I wonder where to go. Oh, I must be looking for the next dungeon, like we're talking about Zelda or something like this. Does it work if I do this? Not a fucking chance. So where's the other one of those? Okay. Or in Zelda, oh, you beat the dungeons. All right, what to do next? I should look for another dungeon. And the thing that's nice about this is whenever I'm confused or lost or unsure what to do, I start to step back into the patterns that the game has showed me. You need to go find a dungeon, young man. And there's a really nice reassurance, which is that if I can just find this dungeon, then I will be secure in the knowledge that I have a fun little puzzle to be solving once I'm there. And right now, like, I don't know, it feels, it's all very 6 out of 10 intensity or a 4 out of 10 intensity, and I'm just continuously just looking and looking and looking and looking and looking and looking. And each time I look, it gives me 5, 10 more minutes. Then I look a little more and I get 5, 10 more minutes. I don't know, I'm feeling a little weird about it. Can I actually not fucking get here? Shit. Alright, where else did I see this thing? Can someone spoil it for me? Where's the place I need to go to? Because I'm probably actually going to stop playing the game. And, you know, part of the reason why I actually feel, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, I feel like a 2 of irritation. Because I've been in this area, like, this area that we're in is a little more watery, but is effectively similar in feel to this general zone. Oops. Oh, there goes my mana. Like, this thing's fucking sweet. Let me try to go to a couple places. I'm just going to go to the areas that are not on the overworld map. And I think that I can get to the Dark Tomb most easily. Or there was that one laser place. Wait. To the DT. Oh, come on. I'm doing a great job. I'm doing a good job. I'm doing a good job. Was it over here somewhere? I don't think it necessarily was. I do not want to do that. This is the game. Is this thing up here? No. This is... Why can't I see myself? Frank. Frank. So we go in the middle. We go in the middle, and then we go to the side. We're going to go out here. Alright. So here's the other spot. I'm just going to go ahead and take a little... I mean, I have this slight irritation because there was this consistent sameness to the world and lack of big payoffs for things that caused me to feel like I had completed things. Oh my god, my memory was correct. That's it? That's all that happened? I don't think it's over activated stuff over here, but I'm running. I don't think it was over this way. Ah, this game, I'm stuck. See, I remember this thing was here. Alright, little octa babies. Oh, we one-shot them. That's why my computations were incorrect. Okay, so it doesn't do anything here. But we're getting close to the source. Shit. Alright, so... What does it mean? All right. I mean, we might actually just say backseating is fully allowed. I don't think I ever finished my thought, but yeah, no, I have this mild frustration because there's a lot of these areas that have looked the same, that have played extremely similarly. Some slightly different enemies, but I mean, they've played very similar. And I want to stress, the gameplay was not bad, but they've just played the same way again and again and again and again. Okay, there's nothing here. What the fuck did that just do? Yeah, and so I have been sitting here, like, kind of having the same experience. And because of this, sameness, I was so thrilled when I got to this mountain view with snow and I climbed to the top, and then it was just like, get the fuck out of here. Like literally, what did I do? Did it open the Forbidden Pass? I mean, we turned on the light to there. Alright, let's just ban forever. Nice. Yeah, oops. Did I go the wrong way here? I did. Okay, so I think the way to go is I go over here, and then I cross this. What? Okay. Okay, what did I just do? What did I just do? What happened? Can someone help? Excuse me, can someone help me here? Because Kraid, I'm looking to you for backseating assistance. Danger. Like, I literally don't know what this game wants me to do. Raisin Quail says, would this be more fun if you weren't streaming? Oh no, this makes it way super fun. You can see another route. I'm actually going to do something I rarely ever do. Tell me where to go. Tell me where to go. Like, tell me what to do. Backseating. All backseating is now permitted until the end of the stream. All backseating. If you open the map and look for a pond to the south. Alright, I see. So, I was supposed to... Oops, I'm not going the right way. Okay, so I am gonna make an estimation that I think I know where I'm supposed to go. Let me pop by the save spot. Who again, guys? Does anyone else even play the game? I know people tune into this on launch day to find out what to look at. Alright, I'm there. So I need to run all the way across. this the area that's open? Okay, it's not that pond. Now head left. Okay. Oh, there's a chest down there. Alright, hold on. Stand by. Oh, shit. So... no, we couldn't go here before. What was that treasure? I don't even know. Got this fucking thing. Ah. Okay, is this... I'm gonna check over here. Oh yeah, I already checked over here. So we're gonna go this way. Okay. Nice. And, oops. Okay, I got this. Okay. This is where I was supposed to go? Is this the game? Kratos is not here. It's outside. Okay, okay, let me satiate my curiosity here for a moment. Okay. Okay, Kraid. Everything rests on you. Okay. Okay, wait. Going back. Some currency, okay. Okay. Okay, we offer Kraid. Okay, Kraid. Pond you went to originally was the right place. Okay, here we go. Fucking run, you asshole. So you can't run, you have to roll first. When you roll... Alright, so I'm here. I'm here. Sentry, you want me to go up the tower? I'll go up the tower. Fuck. So, go left, across the bridge, up some stairs. Should be below the bell. Here? Okay. Okay. Da? Yeah, got him. Fuck you, kid. God damn it. Oh, fucking shit. Owned. Okay. Yes. This is the game, baby. Alright. This is the game? Okay, so... what did the praying do? What did my praying do? Crazy, I think the next area answers this. I mean, now you're like 30 seconds behind me. I mean, so we're somewhere different. Okay. I need to stop for a second. Time to eat chips to feel better. So this is a bit what I mean about my expectations are working against me right now. Because thus far, I've explored a map that just got me more of the same enemies, more of the same architecture. No real bosses, no real sort of fresh, different zones that had really different feels. And again, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm completing. I don't even really know what the mastery that... yeah, I don't know. I feel like there is... The fact that it feels so non-linear. The fact that it's so non-linear in this area. It's kind of like, okay, so it started off and it was like just explore and kind of figure out your own stuff. I like that. I'm a fan of that. But I want it to be like you discover a pattern of design. So let me take the original Legend of Zelda. You start exploring in this world, and you're hunting for dungeons. You can go in dungeons so you can beat the boss, so you can make progress, right? This is the original NES Zelda, not even doing Link to the Past as a reference. Hooah. What other games have I played recently that are not a Zelda reference or a Dark Souls reference? Even Factorio, which is a game that feels like it has nothing to do with this look. Factorio
you start off, you just start kind of trying to make stuff, and very quickly the game directs you to get Science Pack 1. And that's your challenge. You want to keep progressing? Get Science Pack 2. And Science Pack 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. And so, all of a sudden, your goal becomes to do Science Packing. Science Packing it in, baby. I mean, it's things like this that provides a sense of sharp guidance in the midst of something that's really freeform. So, I mean, I've been going every which way around this area. And honestly, the East Forest felt like a self-contained area, and I rang the bell and I exited the East Forest, and I went, oh, okay, so this is a game where you're trying to go to an area, do some stuff, dong a bell. There you go. And then I went over here. Oops. Went over here to this area, where I eventually donged a bell, but this area was actually relatively small compared to the amount of time I spent wandering around in this area trying to find stuff so that way I could, you know, go to the well, and when I come out of the well, I have the light to get to the Dark Tomb so I can navigate through the Dark Tomb so I can exit to the Garden of the West so I can dong the thing. So it's like, at this point in time, I guess now in retrospect, I can understand that there was one bell, and then there was do the well, and then do the Dark Tomb, and then do the Garden at the West that then lets you ring the bell. But again, it has experientially felt like I'm just doing stuff because I can do stuff. I don't know what I'm trying to do. I don't know what the structure is. I don't know if I'm supposed to be going for science packs or whether it's going to build up to do this dungeon, do that dungeon, do this dungeon. I feel cognitively very lost. Like, how am I supposed to think about this game? And again, I want to stress the difference between the game provided no sense of what the very next step was. Because it was pretty clear that the well was the next thing I could do. It was very clear the Dark Tomb was the next thing. It was very clear that this west area was the next thing I could do. Like, it's clear that there's a next thing to do, but again, there's no pattern. There's no structure. And without a structure, I don't know what to expect, so it's hard for me to get excited. I mean, the Zelda Dungeons is like the perfect example because, oh, we're a little lost. Not entirely sure what to do. Can I get to this dungeon that's labeled on the map? I have like this goal, and when I get there, I now know what it is that I'm doing. What is this? Look at my health. Does this just kill you? Oh, he just swings through it. I think I'm literally just gonna stop playing the game. Which is, I don't know, I'm kind of bummed. I'm kind of actually quite bummed. Man. Ah, man. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, that's, I mean, I'm a bit bummed about that, but, like, You know, we're just going to stop the stream. I normally stop in 30 minutes. I'm Matt, so sorry you didn't like it as much as you wanted. You know, it's kind of funny because when I hopped into this, I've been looking forward to this game for like 2 or 3 years. I think it was in E3 2018, and I was like, oh, that looks good. I'm playing that one. And this morning, it had an 88 on Metacritic, so I was like, that's incredible. But again, I literally don't know what kind of game this is. It doesn't feel like a Metroidvania. It feels a bit like a maze combined with one of those, what were those books that you'd read as kids that would be like hidden object games? Those lifestyles books, they were really fun. It felt like a maze plus one of those like games that you'd play with a book that you'd like read through. Highlights, that's what it is. Highlights magazine. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There were no puzzles. There was no like, ooh, I have to do some lateral thinking to figure this out. Combat was totally solid. It was totally solid. There was buffer dropping that really annoyed me in a second-to-second sense. And it might not have been buffer dropping, might have been, you know, original. But it felt like a maze. Like, I wouldn't, you know, Licensed, it seems like, or not Licensed, okay, what's this? I think this game will be really cool for its adventure game for a bunch of kids. I don't think so. I think that they would, I mean, you have to apply really bizarre thinking to get anywhere in the game. Yeah. Yeah, I think that, like, first of all, the map design in the main area felt very mazy and hidden object-y. I needed to constantly be looking for things. Like, dude. Like, I mean, like, I want to be really clear. We had to discover we first of all, once we rung the bell tower and we went through this golden door in the sealed temple to the mountain door, we had to read a manual thing to learn to pray by holding the A button for 3 seconds like this, at which point we were then supposed to deduce that a thing that is not on our map, that is just in our memory, that this thing in our memory we would go to then activate. And what would it activate? I still don't quite know, but I guess it's this hidden path back here. Oh my god. Try praying on that yellow square that you just ran past. I'm having the bug where my character's not moving in the correct direction. I mean, it's just like a lot of control bugs that are painful. Give me a sec. Alright, it's not letting me pray. I don't care. Because here's the thing. I need to be surprised relative to excitement. And what I mean by this is, if I still can't figure out, is this game a maze where I'm supposed to just look for hidden passages? And I'm trying to peer down that side corridor and discover that that's the way to make progress? No, it's just like a area that will take you 3 or 4 minutes and just link you to another area. That you'll spend maybe 10, 15 minutes in, and then you'll just go to another area where you'll spend 5, 6 minutes, and most of the enemy types will be the same. And so that experience, the experience that I had, was like very, So then I teleport. And again, if this were a Zelda dungeon and there's teleportation, I might go, holy shit, is there another dungeon here? Is there a boss over here? But I see the teleport, and I'm just like, oh, okay, so I guess it's just another maze. The fact that that was hidden plays into this idea that it's a maze. I mean, it would not surprise me if this was just a warp hub. Yeah, I mean, like, this is a mysterious and interesting location. All the text is obfuscated, so I don't really know what the story is. I don't really know what the world is. I don't even really have a sense of what is happening in this place. There's not particularly evocative moments in the levels and in the design. So, I mean, it looks like we're in a completely different zone. Which then leads me to go, oh, is this must be this thing. Where is it? Right, there's some gates. And I mean, like, why? Like, what am I trying to do here? You know, this reminds me a little bit of Lost, actually. The TV show Lost. Actually, I'm going to close the game. This reminds me a bit of in Lost, there just kept being more and more and more and more questions getting posed. More questions. What's going on with this? Oh, what's going on with that? Why are these people there? There's a dragon made out of smoke. I'm like, really, why? They're like, you're not going to see it till season 7. You know, it's just like stuff being ripped away from me all the time. But again, like, there's a wish I have when I get to an area to complete it, to do something and be like, I did it. I have it. But it seemed that the only reason that I would go to an area is to be able to have permission to go to the next area, to be able to have permission to go to the next area, to, I guess, beat the game. Like, I have no idea. I don't know. Legendary Loot for the Soul says, I bet some of these things will get answered later on. So I will take a comment from novel writing, where there was a educator who was saying, if you want to have a big twist in your novel, you need to make sure that your player gets there, you know, or your reader gets there. You need to make sure that your reader gets there. And this is a common issue that comes up when people are trying to write their twist, and maybe it's not even a climax twist, maybe it's a mid-book twist. So, man, it's a 400-page book. If you can get to page 200, 400, oh my god, it completely makes you reframe how everything that happened in the first 200 pages. But the first 200 pages are boring, and there's nothing interesting that occurs, and there's no payoffs, and there's no story questions that leave you really curious when you put the book down, and no payoffs to those questions that make you excited to see what's next. If none of that's happening, you never make it to the twist. And so I feel like this, I actually probably rate it lower than what I did before. I'd probably give it like a 4. Because, again, there's the art and the sound is gorgeous. It's incredible. Combat's solid. And I feel like the way that it was composed into this gnarled, maze-like design. Legendary Loot for the Soul says, is the book bad if the first half is boring, but the last half is amazing? I would say this as, that's the wrong question. If your player puts your game down in the bad half, or if your reader puts down your book in the bad half and says the book sucked, we're trying to address the issue of them putting it down because they think it sucked. We're not trying to evaluate what the proper, correct version of the entire game is. And this is something interesting that happens in game testing, where suppose that you put players in front of your game and you say, rate this game on a scale of like 1 to 10. This is a stupid way to test, but just imagine, for simplicity's sake, it's just, 1 to 10. And then you change some things, and the ratings have improved. It's easy to tell yourself we're going in the right direction. We're going in the right direction. But a lot of times what you're trying to measure is if someone wants to play tomorrow or not. Like, that's a much more concrete thing with respect to the game, right? Like, oh, if we have a game like, I don't know, what's here on Twitch? Yeah, like League of Legends. Someone played League of Legends, and you said at the end, do you want to play another game? Yes or no? Okay, cool. There it is. Cockfum says, to be fair, a lot of people dislike Elden Ring and Dark Souls because they never got it. Yeah, but the difference that I would say is that this game was completely and utterly familiar. I mean, I just literally have played many games like this. Like, many, many games like this. But, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, just kind of baffled. Because this game felt like there was one boss. A single boss in it. And I was just sort of navigating through a twisty-turny thing. Totoro says, it seemed super similar to the Little Crow game from last year. Death's Door? Yeah, but I would give Death's Door like an 8 or a 9. I'd give it like an 8 or a 9. I think Death's Door was just a spectacular, well-done game. It created mystery of this center where crows work, on behalf of death itself. And it kept relinking you back to it, and you'd go out into the world and you'd complete areas in the world. There was a clear progression schema, as Kakafumi writes. Yeah, I mean, I just literally, if someone's like, what kind of game is it? Like, to this game, I would say, I literally don't know. I don't know. It's like one of those highlights, find the hidden object, and hunt the way through the maze game, with combat in between. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I would... it didn't play like a Zelda. It didn't play like a Dark Souls. It didn't play like a Metroidvania. Had components of them, but I'm unsure what it assembled. I don't know. I guess I'd say I'm pretty disappointed. That's all right, though. That's all right. Hopefully there's a lot of people that... I mean, this is the thing that is kind of crazy to me. Is that, like... Game has an 87 on Metacritic right now. See all 45 critic reviews. Huh. It's always kind of funny because, like, I will look at what is legendary loot for the Souls. I bet this is one of those games that gets really good in like another half hour. Yeah, no, that could be the case. I will stress though that I devoted, let's see, it's 6:45 right now, so over 5 hours of time to playing. Over 5 hours of time to playing. Never figured out what the game is. I would say that the first 90 minutes, I had very positive things to say. And then after that, it was almost like that. I don't know, it was just weird. It was just, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's it. I had fun playing today. Because I like streaming and playing games. But yeah, like the Metacritic reviews I typically use as a justification to play something in the first place, but I'm pretty comfortable doing my own things.